Hey, YouTube. I want to type something here. So, I'm live streaming or whatever. And I captioned this inner workings are needed, right? Collectively, overall. Hey, Darren. So, I captioned this inner workings are needing to be done because I have also found myself in like a chaotic space, and there's just like a really chaotic energy just going on. So I'm saging for everybody, the collective, right? I'm gonna boom put my thing over here, but all of my cards is here, and I want to see what's going on energetically, because there's some things that we need to do right now in order to per se combat this energy that I too have found myself being captive of. Okay. So I don't have no specific way that I'm going to do this reading. However, this reading will be for the collective. This is the first week of June 2019. I don't know how I'm going to do it as far as the scheduling, as far as me coming on here, but I just do it more so when I feel moved to do so. So I pulled all of my cards over here near me, and I got them to the side, and I'm going to just see what cards are calling to me right now in terms of inner workings I need to be done. Because again, I'm not an astrologer, and I don't keep up with the moons and the planets and the elements and all of that as far as what's going on astrologically. However, I do try to see what's going on energetically, and I know that as of late, the energy has been kind of. And then look, I got this red and black on. Wow, that's unconscious, but that red is that energy of aggression, and then black is just the y'all, it's everything. So I want to see what can we do to combat that energy. So I want to see what's going on overall as a whole. I'm going to see what's going on with the masculine aspect of things, and I'm going to see what's going on with the feminine aspect of things. I decided to play some jazz music. I don't own the rights to this music. I'm going to write that down. Matter of fact, let me write that. I don't own the rights to this music because I don't want them to be flagging my page. We're not even going to forget about that. So, boom. Y'all just rock with me or whatever. Don't pay my nails any mind. But I'm going to see what's going on with this energy for the collective, what's going on and in with us, within us as well as what's going on outside of us. This energy is really heavy, and that's why I was like, let me get this sage. We really have to focus on our breathing right now. And yeah. So I want to see what's going on overall. I don't own this, but I have to put some jazz music on because when I think of inner workings, it's always, when we're in a space where we consciously decide to do something to change our energy, to change things. You know what I'm saying? Energy is interchangeable and it's fluid, and you have to know when you're in a space where it's like, you know what, I don't want to continue to engage in this energy. And I felt myself, I've been in a space today, I'm guilty as charged, where, energetically, I kind of feel bad because, sometimes you don't know what's going on. You're trying to figure out some things and sort things out. And we all have different perspectives, and I tell people all the time, we have different perspectives, but at the same time, we are still dealing with the same things. We're just looking at it differently. So we have to, sometimes know how to coexist with one another. But when you find yourself in a space where you can't do that, where other people's energies are affecting you, what is it that you can do for you? So this is going to be a message for all of those of us who are in a space of, trying to do the inner workings within yourself as well as around you. So the the feminine aspect of things, and then we're going to do the masculine aspect of things. And the feminine aspect of things is what we don't see, what's going on underneath the scenes. The masculine aspect of things is what is going on, what we actually see, what's the action, what's popping. So as far as the feminine aspect of things we have transitions. Okay? So this is from our sacred geometry cards, but this card is transitions. And it equates to a number 7. And again, I said this is all of what is unseen, what's hidden beneath the veil. I like to say that often, hidden beneath the veil. What is unseen? I really like this card. And also, the sacred geometry cards, they are known to unlock some things within our subconscious mind. So when you look at these cards, really try to pick up on the shapes and the colors, So, I'm just doing the best I can. Of course, it's not going to pick it up like that on this digital thingy. However, in terms of transition, it says, the frequency of transition supports our deep understanding of the ever-changing nature of existence in our lives so that we can learn to let go, surrender to the process, and allow transition to occur with ease and grace. Okay? So this is telling us, we have to learn how to let go of things and get with the process, because a transition has to occur for us and then we have to shed layers. We have to let go out with the old, in with the new. So underneath it all, there's a lot of transitions that's happening, literally, and there may be even some literal transitions, literal and figuratively. Things are changing, and it's not like, I don't feel like it's a drastic change. I think that things are changing gradually. Nevertheless, there's a change that is happening in the midst of it all. Okay, so this energy that we feel the transitions, we feel the shifts. Okay, so let's see, what can we see, what's going on? What is going on? The action. What's the action? What we see, what's popping, as far as what's really popping, what's good. We can see it. We can see it. It's not underneath the scene. We may not feel that. We may feel the transitions that's happening, but we don't necessarily see it. So let's see what we can see. Throat chakra. Okay. Yeah, we can see that. People definitely, again, I want y'all to see this card, Look at that, the throat chakra. People definitely using the throat chakras. Or maybe some people need to use their throat chakras. It's one or the other. You know what I'm saying? Either somebody is speaking up and speaking a lot, or either a lot of us are needing to speak up. Okay, so we're seeing that, in terms of communicating what it is that you want to communicate, maybe that's exactly what you're doing. But maybe some people are not communicating. So, in terms of your throat chakra, some of y'all need to work on that joint, open it up, speak your mind, express yourself. And some people may need to hold back a little bit. It just depends. Where you at with it. Okay, so for an example, if you talk a lot, like me, I talk a lot. I do. So I have to work on my throat chakra in terms of, learning when to communicate some things and learning when to hush up, learning when to retreat, so I could, and then also working on your throat chakra is really telling you to watch what it is that you are saying. Ultimately, at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? Whether you're speaking up or not. A lot of people I do feel a sense of speaking up. But I do feel for those who speak a lot, and that's not a bad thing. It's okay. But be mindful of what you speak, what you say, literally. Again, especially when this is a 5, talking about those changes, the way that you communicate, and we all have different styles of communication. I like to say that often too, because it's the fucking truth. We all have different styles of communication. So if one person communicates in this way, again, we go right back to the perspectives. Just because you feel like you communicated something and it was direct to you, that person may not have perceived that in the way in which you were trying to deliver it. If that makes sense. So we have the throat chakra, and it says the frequency of the throat chakra, the blue flower of life, supports our self-expression and our sense of peace and balance. Okay. So again, be mindful what you're saying. And look, I like how it's kind of doing that. Whatever is kind of doing a little thing. Be mindful of what you're saying when you're speaking. Express yourself. That's okay. But be cognizant, of what you are saying. What you are saying. Are you saying things that's in terms of words of encouragement, or are you tearing people down? I've been in both spaces, you know what I'm saying? But what I will say is I'm very direct, so I do find myself oftentimes trying to find an even balance, trying to find an even median. And that's why I named this Inner Workings. We all can, do some things for ourselves. Changing the energy is essential. Changing the energy is essential. Yeah, okay, if you feel yourself, you in the whirlwind, make it a conscious decision to say, you know what? Let me calm down. Let me breathe. Okay, let me put on some jazz. Let me put on some meditation music. Hell, if I got to smoke a blunt, let me smoke my blunt. No matter what the case is, if you drink a beer, drink a beer. But again, be cognizant of that as well, because we can't always self-soothe. Okay? Self-soothe. And what is that? Drinking and smoking, trying to get away from all of your problems and all of everything. Yeah, you could do that for how fucking long? Oh, excuse my French. I forget I'm on YouTube. And I appreciate YouTube. Again, I don't own the music to this. I just thought it was smooth. And when I want to soothe and take it down a couple notches, sometimes I put on jazz. So I'm going to get these tarot cards popping. I'm going to get these tarot cards popping. And I want to ultimately see, because this is like the overall, things are happening. There's some transitions going on. Things are changing. Definitely, freedom and change. That's what that 5 equates to. Things are changing in the midst of it all. But of course it is, as above, so below. As above, so below. So let me see. I'm going to, because I just felt the need to come on here. So I didn't have a particular spread or anything that I was going to do. But I will just ask, I guess I'll pull a couple of spirit messages and see what is it, what kind of advice can we get in terms of, needing to do some inner workings on ourselves. So for those of you, you catch this, if it resonates, cool. If it don't, all right, do with what resonates, do away with what doesn't. I want to get some spirit messages. And I want to see what is it that we can do in terms of, like, if it's anything that you need to work on and that energetically you kind of off balance, because it happens to the both of us. To the best of us, rather. Nobody's exempt. So let's see what areas or what is it that spirit is wanting for us to know right now in terms of the current energies that we're dealing with. Okay. So today is, I don't know what today is. It's Sunday. I don't know the exact date. What's today's date? Oh God, man, listen. I know it's Sunday. If you know the date, type it in. It's the 20th. It's no. It's the 2nd. Okay, it's June 2nd. So what's that? So it's the 6th. This is the 6th month. We're trying to reign in harmony this month. This month is about reigning in harmony, okay? So today equates is the 2nd, so that's the 8th, okay? So there is forward movement again. 8 always means movement. And again, that card that spoke about balance, it kind of looked like an 8, like a half 8 in a sense. Yeah, look at that. On the other side, it would have been an 8, So, that we kind of shifting into this transition. It hasn't totally happened because, again, it's under the scenes. So some things is changing. Okay, that's 8, 9, 10, 11. So ultimately today, the overall energy equated to a number 11. 11 is that, that master number. So, yeah. And it's a very spiritual number, too. It's a very psychic number. So What is it that Spirit want us to do right now in terms of, maybe some advice or message for the collective? Okay, choices. Okay, so maybe that's ultimately what's happening too. We have a lot of choices and decisions to make in these times right now in terms of the energy that we're dealing with. And it says when you accept responsibility for your life and the choices that you make, you begin to tap into power and your own spirit. You'll be able to listen and to appreciate the intuitive wisdom that is inside of you and to apply it positively and constructively to your outside world. Okay? I like that. Again, that's what I said. Being conscious of changing, what is, if you all chaotic, and I just was having this conversation earlier. If you got chaos and confusion all around you, you can't calm, you can't get into a calm space. It's what is going on around you is a reflection of what's going on within. Okay? Ultimately, I want to read this card one more time, and it says, when you accept responsibility for your life and the choices that you make, you begin to tap into a power of your own spirit. You'll be able to listen and to appreciate the intuitive wisdom that's inside of you and to apply it positively, constructively to your outside world. So Spirit is basically saying, listen to your intuitive nudges. What is it that you're doing? What are the choices? And what are you doing? What choices are you making? That's a reflection of what's going on outside of you. And if the choices and if you're seeing that you're making bad choices, it's going to be a reflection. You're going to see it. You're going to. How can you not? When I'm over here and I'm stressed out, I know when I'm stressed out. I know when I'm stressed. My house is a mess. I look a hot mess. You know what I'm saying? It's going to show. And not saying that you're making bad choices. You know what I'm saying? But again, when I name this, I say inner workings. Make the choice. Decide that I want to get in a better space. I want to, I feel a little tense right now. Let me go ahead, throw the yoga mat out. Let me stretch a little bit. You know what? I'm eating too much. Let me eat a little lighter. Make conscious choices and decisions. Thank you, Spirit, for that. I appreciate that. That was cool. That was right on time. I appreciate that. So let me get another message. And thank you all for watching me. Whoever is checking this out right now, I appreciate that. Gratitude. So I want to get another message for us. What is it that and everybody know their story. I say that all the time. You know your story. So right now, this is not a personal read. This is not me trying to see, let me see what's going on with you in this situation, and let me see what the energy is with this. This is a collective reading. Okay, so you know your story. You know what it is that you can do differently for you to get you in a better space. Like me, I know what it is that I have to do for me. I'm not confused about the situation. I'm like, oh, thank you, Spirit. That was right on time. Confirmation. That's what that was. That was confirmation that there's some inner workings that needs to be happening, because we can never stop working on ourselves. And then the card says believe. And then the card says believe. Believe in yourself, Excuse my nails. Believe in yourself. Have faith in yourself. Okay? When you believe in yourself, shit just start happening. When you have yourself, and then opening up your heart, because as you see this heart chakra, her heart chakra is illuminating. Okay, so it says the force that works through your soul, determining what's possible or impossible, the difference between success or failure, and above all, who you are is the power of your belief. Okay, so maybe some of us, have belief systems. Or not even a belief system. We don't throw that out. It's more so about believing in yourself. You see how sure she is of herself? Being sure of yourself. Having faith, knowing that whatever it is that you need to transcend will happen, will occur. Knowing that you will be abundant if you desire to do so. knowing that you will get that car if you desire to do so, knowing that you will blow up on YouTube if you desire to do so. It's more so about what is it that you desire to do. You know your story. I know my story. You see what I'm saying? I pulled the cards for confirmation overall for us as a collective. That's what I'm doing right now. I don't have no specific way. I just felt the need to get on here and say, let me pull some general messages. Because again, I had a really long day and I thought I was having a productive day, but it went, what's the saying? Sugar turn to shit. Excuse me again, YouTube, and I try to find myself always in a space of being fair and just. And again, I'm not exempt. I'm not always fair and just. Nobody's perfect, So I was like, man, I thought I was in a good space. And then as the day progressed, it started getting a little heavy. And I started thinking about all the conversations that I've been having with several people just overall throughout the course of last week and these past few days. And I'm like, it's a really heavy energy. So there's some inner workings that we need to do as a whole, as a collective right now. Excuse my leg. I was all folded up over here, y'all. So I just moved my leg a little bit. You may have seen my little leg boom, but nevertheless, I want to pull another message for us, Spirit. What else is that? Okay, so we have, the choices. Choices. How you gonna move? You know how you gonna move. You know what you need to do. We have choices. We have believing in oneself. And then we also have dream talk. And this dream talk card is literally about that, dream talk. Having messages within your dreams. A lot of you guys who's going to check out this, who's going to be checking out this, is going to resonate. If this reading is resonating for you, if you're having dreams, and your dreams are telling you messages, no matter how big the message is, no matter how small or subtle the message is. Pay attention to your dreams. And also pay attention to your daydreams too. You don't necessarily have to be in an unconscious state to be in a dream state of mind. It says your subconscious constantly talks and subtly speaks through your dreams. I'm sorry. It's just one of the many ways in which your soul and those here in the spirit world can reach out and communicate with you through signs, symbols, messages, and more. Okay, so y'all pay attention to your dreams. You would definitely know if this reading is resonating for you. If as of late you've been having dreams, maybe because I know I've been having dreams lately. I'm like, okay, thank you, Spirit. I knew there was another card of confirmation. I'm like, okay, cool. I know that's because I want to tap into the collective, not just what I got going on, but overall. So again, it's not gonna resonate for everybody. But if you're having dreams and you're looking and you're paying attention to the messages and you're kind of like, noting things, then okay, this may resonate for you. I'm in a space where I know I've been dreaming. I've been dreaming my ass off, my butt. I'm so sorry. YouTube is going to be like this potty mouth right here. But I've been dreaming, but when I wake up, it feels real, real busy. I feel busy. And I know I'm dreaming, but I can't recollect everything. So it's definitely saying, slow down. And again, when you do things, when you work on yourself, maybe there's stones. I don't know. I got a lot of homies that's into the different stones and things like that. And I ask them, what is it that I can tap into, to help me better remember my dreams? So, I know, of course, writing them down. But ultimately, there's a lot of different things that you can do to like maybe drink teas, certain different teas and stuff, so where you can remember your dreams. Because although these messages may seem subtle, it may be a big boom one day when you think about that particular dream and you be like, oh my gosh, I knew this was going to come into fruition, or this was a message, or this was synchronous, something. It's always something. It always makes sense after the fact. Whew. The energy been heavy, y'all. This jazz is pretty smooth though. I like it. You know what? I'm gonna pull another card. No, I think that's it. That's it for the messages. Let's see what's at the bottom. You're welcome. At the bottom of the deck, we got a mother's love. So whether or not you have a deceased mother, or you have someone that is a mother figure, or you have your actual mother, whomever, this person is praying for you. This person is around you. This person's energy is emanating all around you. And this person is pushing you, motivating you to be a better you again. This person could have already transitioned because that was our very first card. But nevertheless, you have somebody that's amongst you and around you. You welcome, Darren. That's your saving grace. That's guiding you, guarding you, helping you. And again, I feel like this is somebody that transitioned. I feel like this is somebody that has transitioned. So that's always a good thing. It's always a good thing to know the ancestors are near. Always, 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 always. That's confirmation again. I appreciate when I do these readings because it's, granted, I appreciate what it is that I do, but I get the messages too. And I just do it on the go. I don't have anything I like to do it and be raw and authentic. And I can look back and I see where it resonates within my life, because my mother passed away on May the 29th, which was a few days ago. This was 11. It's been 11 years, though. I could have sworn we seen 11 somewhere. Let's see. I don't know. I seen 11 today, nevertheless. And typically I remember her Memorial Day. I remember it. I get ready to mourn and cry. And it passed me. It passed me by this year. It passed me by, but it didn't though, because unconsciously I thought about it 2 days after the fact that I was in a heavy space that particular day, and unconsciously I was kind of like grieving. I was grieving in a sense. Nevertheless, I say all that to say, I appreciate when I get to pulling these cards because that's just confirmation. Saying my mother is near, which I already know that. I appreciate that. Love you, Mom. So. You're welcome, Darren. I thank you. I thank you. I thank all of those, all of my really cool friends and family who really believe in me and what it is that I do as far as this gift. I just kind of like encouraging people. I know it seemed easy. We just pulling cards, but, trying to be able to pull cards and make sure that you have, this is a responsibility that we have as readers to try to really, be encouraging and really guiding people, again, consciously making a decision to guide people in the right way, not being malicious, really wanting to lift people up energetically. That's kind of what I feel that us readers, we kind of do that, So, but it's a big responsibility. It seemed easy, but it's really not. It can be intimidating sometimes. So I want to see. I'm going to pull a card, right? It's going to be the last card, y'all, and I'm going to wrap it up. And I'm going to pull a card. It's from the Work Your Light Oracle deck. I like this one because this one is kind of like, okay, so boom, we know we got to do some workings within us. We know it's some things that we need to do, whether you got them in cleaned up, get your incense popping, get some candles popping, just make it a really relaxed space for yourself, because we be out here so stressed out in this rat race. And the problem is we don't get enough time of relaxation. We don't get enough time to work on ourselves. So when you do get in a space where you got a little piece of time to where you can dedicate it to yourself, make it a point to do so. Now, these cards here, these is more so like, what is it that you need to be doing for the collective? And in order to reach out to the collective, we have to be okay, taking care of ourselves. So let's see. In terms of the Work Your Light Oracle deck, what card do we receive? What is it that Spirit is desiring of us to do as a collective? Check it out. It says you're already doing it. Look at that. Hold on. I want y'all to see it. Hold on. I want you to see it. It's not doing what I needed to do. Sorry, y'all. I want you to see where it said it at the bottom of on the bottom of this card. You are already doing it. Can't make this shit up. Shout out Fire Intuition, because I just bitter. I ain't trying to have nobody saying I'm biting them. But for real. So I said, what is it we need to do as a collective? And it said, you are already doing it. It says, stop overthinking. Keep facing your true north. Your true north is like where your north node is. And again, I'm not gonna say I'm not into astrology because that's a damn lie. I'm into astrology. I'm just not keen with it right now. I don't know it. I have to study it, and that's something I haven't studied yet. It's an area I haven't studied. I desire to do so, and I will. But your north node, I want to read this. So they say in terms of your birth chart, your north node is important. So if you know what your north node is in particular, if you actually know what that is in your birth chart, and say keep following it. So I'm gonna read this card from the deck. I want to show it to you guys again too. So my camera kind of jacked up, but I want to show it again because it's kind of just like a woman. It's kind of like pillars and lights. Follow your north node. You're already doing it. So whatever it is that you're doing, for those of you who watch this, is because you are doing the work, okay? You are doing the inner workings. You are focusing on your breathing. You are, taking time out for yourself, and if you're not, you desire to do so. You're already doing it. Let's see. This book, excuse me, y'all, I'm sorry, because this one is not okay. And within this book here, they have like different way that they break it down. And these are confirmation cards. And what did I say quite a few times in this? This is all confirmation. Okay, so so what this book does is it break it down differently. So you have your confirmation cards, you have inquiry cards, like if you're asking about something to someone, you have the action cards telling you, hey, what it is that you need to do. You have activation cards, and activating means ready, set, hope, transmission cards. So, okay, boom, these are confirmation cards. It says you are already doing it. Okay, this is page 30. So again, it talks about the connectivity. 3 always equates to that connections. Connecting not only with outsiders and things that it is that you like to do, but connecting within. Okay, that the connection that you have to the all, but within, because the all is within. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it because it's confirmation. Confirmation. You are already doing it. It says, do not, matter of fact, let me see if I can do like this here. How they do it. But like that there. And then I'm going to read. Do not question things so much. You are on the right track. You are facing the right way. Stop overthinking it. It's happening. And you are closer than you think. You are exactly where you need to be, and things are moving at the perfect speed. Do not rush it. Now is not the time to be impatient. Now is the time to walk steady. There is no rush. What you are building is built. What you are building is being built. What you have planted soon will blossom. With every new day, a new brick is being laid. You have come a long way. The foundations are steady. Now all that is needed is for you to trust and to keep walking forward. A thought that things should be moving faster enters your head. That is just your ego comparing your rising to someone else. Comparison is not your friend. Stay in your lane. Water your own grass, knowing that your time to blossom will come soon. You are already doing it. Keep going. Wow, wow, wow. Wow, 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 wow. They say, do you, boo? Spirit say, do you, boo? Simply put, I am Deidre Lynn or Nasaba Reads. Like, share, subscribe to my video. I would kindly appreciate it. I'm trying to build my channel up. Thank you all kindly for checking into the live. Thank you for checking out the video. Again, like, share, subscribe, and hit the bell. If you guys like the reading, again, if it resonates, take what resonates, do away what doesn't. This was just a random general read. I was like, let me hop on here or whatever. We need to do some things. But it says you're already doing it. Follow your North Node. All right, you guys. Have a great evening. Peace.